might know who he is. But when the concerned dad continues to berate him, he shoves and yells at him. Later, Luna threatens Laurent into taking her on a jet ski ride. As revenge, he drives recklessly to scare her. Though in Marie's perspective, she thinks the two are having fun. Antoine joins her by the shore, concerned that she's acting out because of her father. She doesn't deny this, so he assumes it's due to the divorce. That night, the group plays card games, though Marie notices Luna trying to play with her father's leg. Marie mentions Laurent's recent fling to upset her. She then hears Romain arriving, so she heads off with him. Luna also decides not to play anymore, so Antoine uses the time to call his wife. This leaves Luna and Laurent alone, so the woman asks about their relationship. He reminds her she's not his wife, so she retaliates by kissing him. The man grabs her and asserts that there's nothing between them until the teenager storms off in tears. Desperate and lonely, Luna seeks comfort from her father in the morning. She asks him for advice, admitting that she's in love. Antoine is alarmed that his daughter has been with a man, so he asks who dumped her after sleeping with her. The teenager hints that it's an older man, angering him further. Laurent and Marie overhear them arguing, making the man nervous. However, when he doesn't do anything, his daughter calls him pathetic before leaving. When Antoine gives up speaking to Luna, he takes Laurent out to rant about what he discovered. He asks him to help find the man who used his teenage daughter. When they return home, Laurent scolds Luna for putting him in danger with her father. She calls him a coward for not telling her father the truth, which offends the man, so he leaves. Meanwhile, Antoine notices Marie alone, so he sits with her to check in on her. However, the woman catches on and claims she doesn't know Luna's boyfriend. Later, he asks his friend to coax the truth out of his daughter, believing that she trusts him more. Just then, Luna drops off her bag for them to watch before she goes to the beach. This gives him a chance to check her phone despite Laurent's objections. Thankfully, the device has a passcode, and to keep him from guessing it, his friend promises to talk to her tonight. That evening, Laurent takes Luna out to talk to her, but she's more focused on how this feels like a date. She even shows him she posted a photo of them together on Facebook, laughing as he begs her to delete it. He warns that her dad is already bent on hurting the man who touched her. With this, the teen asks if he'd fall for her if she were older, and not his friend's daughter. Laurent dodges the questions, saying that it's not the issue. He insists on lying that nothing happened. He points out that her father is his best friend. Elsewhere, Antoine hears a boar's squeals from afar. So when Laurent and Luna arrive home, they hear a gunshot. They see the man celebrating because he scared the boar away. However, he's frustrated that the electric fence didn't work. Uninterested, Luna heads to her bedroom, so her father talks to Laurent, who says she's just trying to anger him by lying about being with an older man. Antoine isn't convinced and pesters his friend for more information, until he lies that the DJ from the other night might know. Instantly, the father seethes in rage, insisting on taking the man's life. Laurent clarifies that he thinks the DJ might know something, but this doesn't change his mind. So the two head to the club where he desperately tries to dissuade his friend from acting out. Despite his attempts, Antoine later corners the man in the bathroom and beats him. Laurent stops him long enough for the DJ to announce that he likes men, not women. This convinces him to retreat, though he blames his friend for the accusation. His pal argues that he simply said the DJ might know who he is, but when the concerned dad continues to berate him, he shoves and yells at him. The two eventually return home in time for Antoine to hear the boar again. He immediately takes his gun to shoot it, only to hit the neighbor's dog instead. Guilty, they bury it in the woods. In the morning, the man apologizes for his reckless actions. Laurent assures him that it's okay, but when the neighbor searches for his dog later, the men lie that they haven't seen it. The neighbor then spots their ruined garden and complains about the boar that also destroyed his plants, so the man invites Antoine to hunt it down later. Hearing this, Marie calls them sick for harming the animal before storming off. When her dad follows her, she finally confronts him about her friend. Laurent apologizes, insisting that it wasn't what he wanted. Still, his daughter is disgusted at him. Later, a few men from town head to the woods to hunt the boars. During this time, Antoine internalizes the mistakes that drove his wife and possibly Luna away. Then, he went on to flirt with Linda the other night, convincing himself he's a terrible man. Mustering up the courage, Laurent stresses that they're both sinners, finally admitting that he was the one who slept with his daughter. The man immediately tackles him and beats him. At sunset, Antoine joins the others as they haul the boars they hunted into their trucks, forcing Laurent to walk home alone. Late that night, Luna finally confesses to Marie that she tricked her father, but her friend argues that her father should have been more responsible. When the hunter gets home, he discovers the teenager's note saying they're out for a party. A beaten Laurent arrives as well, but they stay silent. So he packs his and his daughter's luggage, although ultimately, the men spend the night thinking about their situation. By morning, they hear the ladies arrive with their dates. The women see their dads bruised, but when asked what happened, Antoine assures them that they were just waiting for them, signaling that he has forgiven Luna and Laurent. Still, his teenage daughter looks at his friend lovingly, though she